Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Pharaoh. Welcome back, and today we have got just more progression stuff, really. It's day... I'll check in here. Day 6 of the account, allegedly. Like day 3 for us. This is episode 3 of the Free to Win series. F2W means free to win. Like, I tried to make the thumbnail as nice as possible. I know that might blend in a little bit in the top right corner of the thumbnail, but it is free to win. Just wanted to clarify that. We did come in first place in the starter tournament here, so that's nice. I stayed up last night, like an hour later than I wanted to, getting this done, just getting up to a high enough point that I felt pretty comfortable with the win, and then we did get the Ancient Shard. Okay, so we're not super close yet. I'm just going to collect this now just to make sure we get it. I know some things the game will send to your inbox. I don't know if I don't know exactly how that stuff works though. I don't know if that counts for anything other than really like champion fragments, like for a fusion. I'm not sure. I don't really want to risk it though and lose it. So just pick it up there. So yeah, I mean, I'll show you guys what I had to do to get to that point. Dungeons, I was only able to clear up to, I think, 4 and like maybe 6 in here, 6 or 7, and then 6 or 7 in Force as well, and then whatever it's at in here, 9 in the Arcane Keep. I got up to 7 in here, 6 in here. I might have been able to go a little farther. 7 here. Spider, I was able to clear the first 2, and then Fire Knight, I was barely able to clear this one. This one you actually have to bring other units into, obviously, because you need the multi-hits. So yeah, and then obviously these 2 aren't open. But otherwise, in campaign, how far I got was I 3-starred everything, almost everything here in normal campaign so far. I'm just missing these 2 at the end here. We can actually do a run here, and I'll just use Kale, just to show you guys kind of where we're at. This is against a Force Affinity boss, so it is going to be a little bit harder. But I just want you guys to see where Kale is kind of sitting right now, because it would probably be relatively close to where everyone else's is after 2 to 3 days of playing as well. 5-star level 50, you should focus in on him. Some questions from... I'll answer some questions from YouTube. You guys left some comments, so we will check that out real quick. Okay, so he makes it through round 2, and probably going to lose on round 3 though. Yeah, so defeated there. So that's where I'm at there. I mean, I wanted to run it without the mythical because I assume pretty much nobody else has it. But yeah, it's relatively close. Getting the ascensions up higher, using the vampire gear you get will definitely help in that as well. So I'm running these pieces here. These perception pieces will come to everyone's account once they get like the... Actually, it would proc right away. These should proc instantly on everyone's account. I think, yeah, because as long as you start now, when Sun Wukong is up, as long as there's a free legendary being given away, the lifesteal set will come with Shaman, and then the perception set will come with Sun Wukong. If you start playing later and they're giving away a free legendary, you will still get these with whatever the legendary is they're giving away. So you guys can get those perception pieces as well. But I wanted to come in here and get some of the comments read through, because there were some questions that were asked that were relevant for anyone that would be watching the series. So Brian asked, why not use the mythical champ to farm all champs? I'm curious. So the reason I'm not using my mythical champion to farm in campaign, I mean, obviously I would be probably asking the same question. Attacks all enemies, and then it's based on attack, so Obviously, I could just put an attack set on her. I could even put the lifesteal set on her and just run her as the farmer. Her damage is a bit lower than his. It should be lower because her base stats here. You guys, here, I'll turn this off. Okay, so the base stats here, you've got 903 attack on her, and you've got 802 attack on Kale, so she is higher in terms of the actual base attack that she has at the moment. But I have a hard time believing this skill is hitting harder than this skill. If it is, that's pretty concerning. But either way, I'd prefer to just put her on a support build because that's the only thing she will ever run in the entire game for me. If I put her on attacking artifacts now, I just have to take them off and put support ones on later, and I'd prefer to just get a different attacker up. Either way could potentially work though. So with that being said, I hope that answers that. Final Zodiac said you won raid, stop playing before you go insane. Very well spoken. He might be right. There was something else too I thought in here that I wanted to get answered. Alright, someone else had asked, I don't know why it isn't showing up in my feed, but someone else had asked how many accounts it took to get the mythical champion. I wasn't like making a bunch of different accounts, it just happened. I was just trying to get this account back from the support team and then summon a Primal Shard because we get free ones, and she came out, so I wasn't re-rolling. There are people that run like thousands of accounts for bots and roll this kind of stuff and then sell those accounts off to people. I mean, you can trust that process if you want. I wouldn't personally condone doing that. I don't think you should do that. Be careful with your money. But you know, there are people that do this for money. Like, that's how they make a lot of money, actually, is just re-rolling for specific legendaries and probably now mythicals to get people to buy their accounts. So yeah, be careful with that. I think that answers all the questions though. Ancient Shards, Void Shards, Primal Shards, still got some of these going on. I'll get some of these from campaign as well, and probably the missions at some point. I'm wondering if I should open these now. I could open some. These I definitely am going to save. I'm going to save this one for a ×2 when they decide to put the Primal rate up to a ×2. So I might be holding onto this shard for quite a while. And then this one, definitely probably going to summon this weekend. I think there's supposed to be a ×2 for Voids, so I'll get that on camera. Maybe I'll just do 3 of these. I do have... I guess I can justify saying that, you know, well, I guess it completes a mission, but realistically I should just be saving these for ×2 events as well. But yeah, I don't mind summoning 3. Okay, so okay, I hopefully he's at least new. I feel like I might have pulled him. Does place increased defense and reflect damage. That's kind of interesting, but he won't get played, I assure you. So this is what my box looks like now. Okay, they were 2 different. Yeah, they were 2 different ones then. I pulled an Honor Guard from Mystery Shards. Some of this other stuff I pulled, like this one from a random Ancient off camera as well, and then I did pull him as well. If I didn't say that in the last video, he came out of the second Ancient shard I had. It's not a bad idea to summon, you know, the first 15 or 20 of them that you get, because you could get something like a great epic or even a legendary, or there are some great rares you're looking out for, like Frozen Banshee in particular. A Frozen Banshee is an absolute account changer. I think Polarium should actually make her a farmable rare somewhere. I don't care what chapter it's in. I think they should put her in campaign though, or at least put her somewhere in the missions line. Like, they have these progress missions. Make like a specific beginner challenge. Maybe you do like 3 parts of a challenge. You have to beat you know, level 10 of every like, you beat level 10 of all of these, the keeps for potions, and then level 10 of like this stuff, like Minotaur, Ice Golem, Dragon, Fire Knight, Spider. If and then, you know, give everyone a frozen banshee kind of a thing. I think that would be a really, really positive thing for the game, because she is such an impactful champion, like really game changing. Actually, at the beginning of an account, she's a massive rarity get. I am still going through and getting these done, so I'll get another one there. But yeah, that might be all. I mean, I haven't done much other than farming. You know, you go through a ton of stuff the first couple days here, like I still am, but really at this point I'm just farming him. Like, this is all food. Like, all this stuff is just food. I'm farming up just to get him to the 6-star level, and then I think I'm probably going to go back through and build Saurus, a War Maiden, a Shield Guard, and an Outlaw Monk. Outlaw Monk will probably just get left at level 40, 4-star. But Shield Guard, Saurus, and War Maiden will all be 5-starred at the very least. He's probably going to be my main campaign farmer, because he does have the double AoEs. I don't have to worry about him doing anything. That's another thing about why I'm not using her, because she could use these skills at any point, not heal herself and die when maybe there was only 1 or 2 more hits needed to finish the fight with this anyway. I've seen it happen farming through like hard campaigns, so there's another reason for that as well. It's just be easier to just have him doing AoEs every single time. He is farmable. Saurus is farmable. So if you go into campaign here, if you go to the Deadlands, Shield Guard is farmable from here, and you can farm up War Maidens that way as well. And then in 10, you can get Saurus from here. So he is a free uncommon. Like, you can farm him over and over again. So definitely something to consider. If I didn't say this in the last video, the reason you want to farm stage 3 is because you get the highest return on silver from this. I think I said it, but I'll say it again just to make sure everyone knows. You get more silver back for selling a shield than you get from any other artifact in here. I don't know why, but that's how they made the game. And then we went over experience as well in the last video. If you didn't watch the last video, I would really strongly recommend it. I put as many tips as I possibly could in the video to help you guys out, and I think we're probably going to finish this off with a clan boss hit here. So as you can see here, this is all I have in, and that's all I'm going to run. I wouldn't run food champions because it's not helping your score. It's just taking longer to get the clan boss done, which isn't going to take a long time anyway. There's no point. I mean, the damage they do is negligible. He's doing AoEs. He's doing AoE 1, AoE 2, and then a stun, and then AoE 1, AoE 2, and then a stun. They're not going to last through the AoEs if they're food units. They're just going to get smoked out, at least in the first. At least by the time the 3rd or 4th AoE come, they're done for, and then one of your main units is getting stunned anyway. So just don't waste the time there. Yeah, this just makes the runs faster too. So yeah, I mean, that is definitely something that I think most people actually literally do. That's what I see my guild clanmates doing here. Like, you don't need to put in food units though. Just run what is actually, jeez. Always remember to put your ×2 on. Just use the ones that are actually good and are going to get something done in the clan boss. Like, don't waste time with food. It's not doing anything. So this is where you see Kale really shining. You see these poisons that are landing on the clan boss every turn, basically, because he's getting those poisons off on skill 1, and then when skill 3 comes around, he's getting the bigger poisons off as well. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Of course, the accuracy needed is so low in the easy mode of clan boss, the easiest floor, that it's just I don't know if there's any resistance. There might be actually 0. Maybe everything lands if you have like 30 or 40 accuracy. But yeah, they should be done here. Wow, made it to boss turn count 14, farther than I thought I would. Then if you come into here, the highest chest available is 1.142 million. So if you can get 1.2 million damage, you can start auto battling, quick battling the boss here. Let's look here and see if they're just bringing in food. Like, this person is just bringing in food. Another thing too about clan boss is wait until the end of the day for you. Well, it depends on server reset for you guys. In America here, I think the clan boss resets at like 5 or 6 in the morning where I am. It's early in the morning, typically before I'm up playing the game. So it's not an issue for me, but for you guys, maybe that would be an issue. Like, you need to get your clan boss keys done before the day resets because you're in a different time zone, different place in the world. So maybe be mindful of that. But for me, I wait until the end of the day for myself to run these keys at the earlier levels because I don't need to waste like 3 or 4 keys in here a day. It should only take 2 keys anyway, even without the mythical. If you just have like Kale, like he'll almost get to 1 million on his own the first couple days, so after 2 keys. So that's not a big issue there. So yeah, don't run food. I mean, this is food. It's not doing anything in these teams. These are food right here. Okay, War Maiden is food. I know the game gives her to you. That should probably be a signal to you that she is not good. Of course, I shouldn't say that because Kale actually is good, but yeah, more food. Sniper is food, guys. That's just food. I mean, food, more food, and again, more food. So yeah, it's not upping your clan boss score. Anything else here I think is whatever. For defense, I've just got a level 1 4-star in, which will lose every battle, which is good for me. I want to stay as low as possible here. The game gives you a bunch of arena tokens and energy and different things to use at the beginning of the game, so you definitely want to take those losses and stay as low as possible so that you get easier battles. Another thing to do is to keep your account power as low as possible because that will give you easier opponents in the arena. I've got 93,000 account power, and my arena team is 31k. So my arena team is literally a third of the it's literally a third of the power on the account. Yeah, because it's 93k. This is 31k here. Like, you want to keep as much power on as few units as possible. You know, just the units you really want to work on and actually build, because it will give you easier arena fights. So again, I will build Saurus, War Maiden, Shield Guard, and Outlaw Monk. Outlaw Monk will stay at level 40. The other ones will come up to level 50 and potentially be 6-starred at some point as well. But before they get moved up, I'm just focusing in on Kale. Getting an arena team together right away isn't even the biggest deal in the world either. Like, a decreased defense is awesome, but Kale will be able to win half the fights on his own anyway. Especially if you're going against weaker units, you should win almost every fight. So yeah, I think that's all for this one. Just keep farming at this point, and really, once you make that 6-star, the game will open up a lot. It'll help you a ton, and you'll be enjoying it a little bit more. So anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see everybody in the next video.